Was good, was good. Bitcoins, bro. Bitcoin. I think Bitcoins are just oh man. I see a lot of people, the people who have Bitcoin are just so bullish Bitcoin that I just can't help but look at that situation and be like, bro, you are putting hope into something that does not care about you. You are putting so much effort into a relationship where the other person just gives zero about you. They do not care. And you are just showing up. You're simping over that position. You are a simp to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's not working for you. You are working for Bitcoin. And the reason I say all this is because I see their emotional attachment to the position. I see emotional attachment to Bitcoin itself, the idea, the position they're in. Like, they are in a position. It reminds me of my trades where I'm in a position and then I'm like, this is the best position ever. Oh, it's going against me? Let's buy more. Let's buy more. Double up. I know it's going to work out. I know it's going to work out. And you're just telling yourself it's going to work out. And you have hope. You just have a fire of hope in you, a candle of hope that just you're protecting. And you're just like, this is my hope. And I understand that because I think hope can be good and bad. But in this case, it's so risky. I don't know if Bitcoin's going to go up or down, man. But I can tell you that the hurt, man, they're just setting themselves up for just such dire straits, or emotionally, man. I mean, you put all your money into a position, whether it's Bitcoin or not, who knows what it is. Let's say a different stock, whatever it is. You are setting you're setting yourself up for some serious emotional strain. Just imagine for an instance that you take all of your money, all of it, all of the money, and put it in one stock. You're just going to be like just married to that stock. That position now has control over you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes so emotional. You're going to look at the Bitcoin price, you're going to track it all. It's just such a slippery slope. It's just not a cave that I want to be there. I don't want to be in that cave. I want to be out there in the world, seeing the sun, breathing without restraint. But these Bitcoin guys, they're in a cave and they're just Bitcoin better work. And that's where they're at. And that's it. They've tossed they placed the bet, man. It's over, and in all this time they're lying to themselves with confidence. It's so unfortunate. I've been in this situation before. They're in a position and they're lying to themselves. It's going to be fine. Don't worry. It's going to work out. I'm not going to stress about it because I know it's going up. The fact that they know it's going to go up is why I'm worried. Because you do not know if it's going to go up. The market can do anything, dude. Bitcoin is not excluded from that. Anything can happen. And when I see anybody just with this complete confidence in their position, this is not even in their strategy or in their basket portfolio of strategies or like their mathematics or anything like that. This is because this is one position for them, one trade, long-term trade, one position. They are supremely confident that it will work. I think just the market just doesn't like people with confidence, because I've had confidence before. Well, I'm probably not a good example because I'm a day trader. I've gotten roasted before, trust me. And I just think that confidence is the leading factor in that. You start becoming super confident in your trade, it, and it doesn't work, you're gonna be like, well, why isn't it working? And you just think you're just so confident that it'll work. I see this with people who invest in the stock market. It's like, well, it's gonna go up. I'm getting it now at 20% discount, 20% off of all-time highs. It's a good deal. 20% discount. You know what? Sure, you're probably right. It usually does go up. However, anything can happen. You can look at, there's been decades in the stock market where if you bought 10 years ago, and you would have the same price as you are now, because it went up and down and up and down, and you're like, it actually didn't move. It could do that. You don't know what's going to happen. And people are just so confident in their position. Where do you get this confidence from? Your research, sure, but still, each trade, I come from a place where a series of trades you can be confident in. Over 100 trades, over 100 trades, if you run the strategy or whatever your trading plan is or whatever your back-tested strategy, you're likely to be profitable. But over one trade, you cannot. Whether it's long-term or short-term, a trade is a trade. You're buying at a price and you're selling at a price. And that's what it is. The duration of the trade, I don't care. It's a trade. Whether you call it investing or swing trading or day trading, it's a trade. And with each trade comes a chance. There's a chance, meaning it's not for sure. It's absolutely not for sure. That's the only absolute part of it. It's not for sure. And I think people are going in their positions not that sure about it, or maybe they're super confident, but then they're in the position and they're getting tested emotionally, just tested, just like, are you sure? And like, oh shit, it's going against me. This is not supposed to happen, because every time anybody puts in a position, they think it's going to go green right away. I mean, duh, obviously goes red sometimes. And it's like, oh, and they might double up, or they might have a lower buying average or whatever. It goes different from what they're thinking it would do. And they're wondering, and then it makes them double down and even more confident in the trade, because when it tests them, when the emotion tests them and says, are you sure about this trade? You say, yes, I am sure. So it's like this. When you're originally starting the position, are you sure about this trade? Yes, sir. All right. When you're halfway when you're in the position and then it goes against you a little bit or whatever, and it's testing you, it's like, oh shoot. And then it's basically asking, are you sure about this trade? Yes, sir. Are you really sure about this trade? Yes, sir. Are you really sure about? And it just keeps escalating from there. And by the time 2 years passes and you're still in the position in Bitcoin or whatever it is, you're gonna be screaming, yes, sir. They're so confident in the trade that it's just, I don't want to be there, bro. I don't want to be them. I don't care if it goes up or down. It's lost. You're lost. Bitcoin has control over them. You're a simp for Bitcoin. And that's not good. That's not good. Be free. Feel the beautiful air of freedom and peace. Take that over money any day. So that's what my point on that is.